Hey, so I had a bunch of people on my stream, adding me, telling me to look into this Nova Online situation, and I finally got around to doing it. There's my reaction right there if you want to see. But Nova, this isn't a friendly request anymore. We need to actually talk because I genuinely now believe you're not a bad guy.
Oh my god, the day is finally here. The Choma's mountains of trash in his home have finally been noticed by Jideon. He knows about the South Park break and all the diaper degeneracy that Chom has gotten up to. And he's been mentioned in the past 3 streams where Jideon is reacting to videos of the Chom.
I don't know if you can tell, but I've lost my motivation to shower, and I find comfort in...
I've lost my motivation to shower? Chat, I didn't know we had to get motivated to shower. Chat, have you ever had to give yourself a motivational pep talk to get in the shower? Eating.
His house is essentially a hoarder's nightmare. He documented himself attempting to clean it, before promptly giving up when he realized it would take at least a little bit of effort.
Y'all know me as the food review guy, the karaoke guy, the guy that tried to do a house cleaning.
I mean, right now I know you're the
kind
diaper
of failed
guy.
on that and is now cleaning his room at his own pace.
He also continued doing...
Look at this man's facial expression while he's reacting to the Turkey Tom video. You can just see his disgust. And the clip he's reacting to, Nova says, "You guys know me as the food review guy. You guys know me as the guy who tried to do a house cleaning saga and now failed, and now is cleaning his room at his own pace. You're too much of a fat fucking lazy snob to clean your own room. And you're not even cleaning your room. There's mountains of trash constantly in the background where you've had to install a green screen on your TikTok videos because there's so much trash and you're too lazy to clean it up. It's so bad that even outside it's like a dump. And you're known as the twinkle twinkle little star guy. You're the diaper guy. You're the greasy Discord chomo guy. You're the South Park break guy. In his stream, though, thankfully, someone notifies Jideon that Nova actually wanted to be a decoy for Jideon. It seems like Nova's trying to Dexter Max and stop all the competition I see.
Watching Discord. Now, if you're not aware, Jideon, he used...
Oh my gosh. Yo, I turned 21 in 2 months. Could I still... Nova. We're hiring. Of course, Nova. Bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, you can apply. Sorry it took me so long, man. I didn't know. You can apply, bro.
used to be a big...
Eventually, Jideon in this stream goes on to have his interview with Bloodsplat, but what I'm wondering is why would Nova even try? He's not charismatic, and he's frankly too retarded to be a decoy in these situations. He can't really, fool anyone, he's not witty. I feel like he just start immediately venting to the pedophile, "Oh, F my fucking life, F the pills," and start throwing his usual pity parties now people mess with him for being a diaper degenerate. He's too lazy to clean his own room, and he constantly, doxes wherever he's working in hopes the trolls will call, his boss and get him fired. He's such a lazy bum in anything that he does, so, thank God he didn't try and pursue this in any way.
Nice. I wasn't familiar. I just learned about all this today. Have you been trying to reach out to me about this?
I think so. I'm not. Well, I know a lot of people always tell me that they're reaching out to a lot of other larger creators on my behalf. So I guess through that way, yeah, sure.
Bro, man.
But yeah, no, I remember actually. I was very interested in seeing you kind of do a predator catch on Nova, but sadly that kind of fell through. But yeah, no, definitely we've been wanting to reach you about this.
So I was watching Turkey Tom's thing. So how many minors have you allegedly caught him talking to?
Oh boy. So I think in total, one all the way back, he was talking to, I think in 2023 or 2024. She was, am I allowed to say the ages on your stream? Yeah. She was allegedly, 14 years old. Then there was, another 15-year-old. He was 18.
She was 14, he was 18. Okay.
Yeah. Then I think around when he was 20, 19 or 20. He was talking to this other minor who's 15 years old. She went by Sia online, and she was actually his quote unquote social media manager. And he was doing things like calling her his woman in YouTube live chats and stuff like that. And yeah, he said he didn't know her age when, yeah. Well, he didn't say that. He said she told him she went to university, but she was very clearly a minor. Then there was this other girl. They started talking when he was 18 and she was around 13. And it continued all the way until she was 17. And me and my buddy Solidus Nova, who's a kind of a Nova archiver, interviewed her as well. She's 17 now, 17, 18 now. But no, he was 18 and she was 13 when they started talking. Then there's this other one, this new Alice girl. She's 17, but she said she was 18 actually, and just said she was 17 to just so Nova would like her. So she's one of those people. But those are just the minors off the top of my head, but there are more.
Okay, with these, let me.
This has been a long time coming. You know, this Chome constantly talks to like teenage girls. He does creepy shit. For example, that 15-year-old that was his social media manager ran that podcast for him and said that like she was his woman and all that. I don't really have hope that Nova Online could be convinced to actually leave the house. But then again, this is the same guy who recorded himself, taking a break from South Park and showing the entire world his small penis for no reason at all. So maybe there's an actual chance of Nova getting caught in his sting.
Hey Nova, man, I know like you're scared that I'm on your grass and I'm looking for you, bro. I'm not, man. Genuinely, I just want to have a conversation. We can talk off stream, bro. Nova, I don't think you're a bad guy, man. I promise.
No! Fuck! 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 God damn it! Motherfucker! Cocksucker!
Look, so he lives in Idaho, right?
Yes, sir.
Idaho age of consent. Ooh. Hey, okay, the age of consent in Idaho is 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That's a W. That's a W. So with all this stuff, do they have all the messages saved from like beginning to end?
So for the first girl, it's mostly video calls between the two. And there are, I mean, I have the like original ones if you want them, but there's literally like hours and hours of footage. It was her and him in a private call, but she was also like recording on another device to her friends, which is where the footage was captured. And for the other girl, there's not many messages per se, but she just went on like publicly and admitted she was 15. Then for the other girl, the one we interviewed, that yeah, we have their messages, like all of them. And for the other girl, she's not really come against Nova yet, so we don't have anything as of now. But
And what was the youngest age again?
13.
13. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's not good at all. Okay. So what does he say about these allegations when they come out?
Okay. Well, he has a few different deflections he likes to use. His main one is that they're a troll, but everyone points out she's, even if she was a troll, she's still that age. She's still told you she was that age, and he never has a response. His other new comeback is that it's all AI because AI is kind of being used to fake things nowadays, even though a lot of the footage is years old. But besides that, he just says it's fake.
Bloodsmith is completely right. There's times in his TikTok lives where people ask him why he talks to minors, or like wears diapers, or does any like the weird Discord shit he does, and he just throws it off like, oh, it's effing photoshopped, and all this cope and whatnot. Like covering the goblin, and how much of a literal specimen he is, made me overestimate the intelligence of other lolcows. I can't believe Nova used the AI excuse, even though it's such an obvious lie. The media incriminating him is years old up to this point, and his Quora account where he's talking about age regressing was made all the way before he even blew up. How would that have been faked? A thing I think about is just how embarrassing would it to be Nova. Like, how does he live with himself after doing all this embarrassing shit? Like, what pushed him to make the South Park video? He didn't make any money off that. He was planning to make an OnlyFans, but like he genuinely just skipped to humiliating himself for literally nothing. He didn't make like a dime off that.
Even if she was a troll, she's still that age. She still told you she was that age, and he never has a response. His other new comeback is that it's all AI because AI is kind of being used to fake things nowadays, even though a lot of the footage is years old. But besides that, he just says it's fake. It literally doesn't go into any more depth beyond that.
So, has there been any CP allegations?
Not in that way specifically, but with that first minor I mentioned, he was very adamant about her going onto this website. It basically revolves around age play. Like it's where adults. It's like adult stuff, an adult store, but themed around kids. It's very disgusting. And he was asking her to get those outfits, and they're very very provocative. And sure, he was asking for photos, if my memory serves me correctly, but in the way that you're probably meaning it, I don't think there's any knowledge of that as of yet.
Okay. Yeah, my chat just informed me about how he was adamant on becoming one of my decoys.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was in, I believe it was your Discord server,
Yeah.
asking if there's any way he can become one of Jideon's decoys.
I seen that. Well, I'm of the belief, hey, I believe in second chances. You know what I mean? Blush spat. You feel me? Like, do you have any communication with him?
Not directly, no, but with people like him, there's always a bunch of trolls he's talking to. He thinks that are his friends, so I'm sure he's watching this right now as well.
I added him on Discord. So Nova, if you're watching, man, I added you on Discord. I would love to talk to you, man. I would love to talk to you. Get your side. I think listen, I don't listen to just one side of the story. You feel me? I listen to the whole shebang. You feel me? Because there could be a lot of information that other people left out. Obviously, I want to give you a fair shake. A lot of people, they would just come to conclusions and, they would write you off. That's not me. That's not me at all. I don't think anybody's the bad guy until I talk to them. And if I talk to them, I usually don't think they're a bad guy at all. So, I mean...
You can see how Jideon is cordial, he's nice, he clearly doesn't think Nova's a bad guy, and he even extended an arm to go to Chomo's, land, known as Discord, to come talk to him. How does the Chom respond? Well, he obviously shits his diaper in pure fear, he makes 2 posts where he's bitching about mental health, and he releases another Goyslop review from his trash dungeon, where, his comments are just flooded with pictures of Jideon. I think he's revealed his, latest Goyslop review is one, his pre-recorded videos. So it seems like the show might have been scared off the internet, but he posted a new video, which I'm not 100% sure is one of his, stockpiled pre-recorded ones. Because all these lolcows, especially Cyrax, make a big hoopla on how they're taking a break or they're going to leave forever, and they return back to, their social media platforms to, 2 days. Hopefully, though, the Chom does get caught by Jideon and taken to jail. A sting where Jideon catches Nova, might be on par with the EDP sting. Unfortunately for Nova, if he does go to jail, he's getting fucking abused. This guy, he can't really punch at all, and he probably can't get up quickly if he's shoved to the ground, but I really couldn't pretend to give a fuck if something happens to him in jail. He's a predator, he's a pedophile, he's disgusting, he's all these things. And that's pretty much where the video ends. I know my videos get shit views, but regardless, if anyone makes it this far, please tell me in the comments if my video should have background music, and if so, what I should play in the background.